So let's put it all together and cover the viral video formula. Keep in mind that there's no way to 100% ensure that every video goes viral. But if you do the things in this order, it gives your video the best chance to do so. And if you consistently make videos with this formula, you'll have a video that hits it big in no time. This 9-step formula is something that I use every single time I create a video. Try it out. It's proven and it will work for you. So step 1 is the video idea. It all starts with an idea, more so an idea that has the potential to go viral. This topic should be specific enough to give you YouTube an idea of who to initially show it to, but also broad enough that it doesn't die in a specific niche and kind of cap out at a specific point. There are many ways to come up with video ideas. One is you can go to Google Trends and then filter YouTube search and a recent time frame like the last 7 days, for example, and then search around for topics that fit your channel's niche. And try to find one that has gotten a lot of interest as of late, because obviously that indicates that there's a massive opportunity and a lot of current interest on it, and take advantage of that. Another easy way to find good ideas that have the potential to go viral is to simply check out the YouTube trending page and see if any videos there are around your topic. And if they are, ask yourself, can you make a video related to that? Because clearly there's an opportunity and a large potential audience. But perhaps my favorite way to find videos is to simply browse YouTube as a viewer and see what's suggested. One of the techniques that I recommend to most people is to create a YouTube profile simply to watch and subscribe to other creators in your niche. That way you can experience YouTube as the viewer of that type of content would. You want to look for videos that are doing well right off the bat and have the views, and the view to subscriber ratio on that video is disproportionately higher than you'd expect. You can compare it to recent videos from that creator to kind of get an idea of this. And some of my best videos were originally found this way. Now, once you have a great video idea with potential, then step 2 is to create a thumbnail and a title. Create the thumbnail before you create the video. That is crucial. You also want to come up with a title before you create the video as well. This will make sure that everything about your video is congruent and that when you do get the click, that viewer will stay longer simply because the video is exactly what they're expecting. And despite what you think, the 2 most important metrics about your video are not epic video editing, not cool transitions, and not even a great script or a great video idea. They're your thumbnail and your title. Because if you don't ever get a click on your video, it does not matter how good that video is. No one's ever going to see it. So create your thumbnail and your title first. Ideally, create several of them and then pick the best one. For some reason, almost nobody does this, and creators will spend hours scripting, recording, and editing a video, but then spend 10 minutes throwing a thumbnail and a title on it just because they're excited to get the video out. It honestly should be closer to the opposite. Spend more time on your thumbnail and your title, and your videos will thank you. Step 3 is to script the video. Different people have different approaches to this. Some people prefer to script the entire video word for word, like me, and then read off a teleprompter, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I've already scripted this video ahead of time and wrote everything out. And some people prefer to simply have a list of bullet points that they know they want to cover. Whatever you decide to do, the key here is to cut out as much idle time and unimportant parts as possible. Avoid rambling, going off topic, and talking about anything other than the video topic within the video. The whole goal of a successful video is to tell the story or convey whatever important information you're trying to convey in as short a time period as possible. The reason being, watch time matters, but so does audience retention. So you can get the most watch time by retaining the audience the longest. And you can do that by getting to the point as fast as possible and helping them right away. That will show YouTube that your video is valuable, which will be a snowball effect, and they'll suggest it to more people who will then increase your watch time overall. Step 4 is to record the video. Pretty self-explanatory. I would at the very least consider your setup and your backdrop. Obviously, make sure you're not recording in darkness too. Lighting matters a lot. And viewers' split-second perception of you based on these factors could determine whether they give you a chance or just leave to find a new video. Step 5 is to edit the bones of the videos with jump cuts and zoom cuts. As we just covered, audience retention is huge. So you should edit your video normally and make sure that you're definitely cutting out any idle time, but also Also, then you should alternate every other frame with a zoom cut or jump cut. This is not difficult to learn at all. It's simply pulling the frame out in your editing software or repositioning the frame. That way the subject jumps around the screen and it keeps the audience engaged. Here's an example of a boring old video that I used to create with just me talking to the camera and no zoom cuts.
Alright, so I want to break down two different multi-channel listing softwares, and I'll tell you the pros and cons, in my opinion, of each one, and then we'll dissect which one's actually better for you, the user. Now, before we actually get into both Vendoo and List Perfectly and decide which is the better multi-channel listing software, some of you might not even know what a multi-channel listing software is or why it's beneficial for you, right?
And here's an example of a new video I recorded with zoom cuts and jump cuts. Today, we're gonna cover how to jumpstart your Facebook Marketplace sales. We've all had slow sales at some point on Facebook, whether it's personal Facebook Marketplace or shops. It's just part of it. It happens to me, and if you're watching this, then it's happened to you, or at least it will in the future at some point. See the difference? Which one do you think is going to have a higher retention? The answer, I hope, should be obvious. Now, step 6 is optional, but I think it helps, and that's to add a dulled music track in the background of the video. You want to make sure that the video music is not so loud that it overpowers the audio, but it does help, because a lower music track in the background can also help increase audience retention and kind of give the video a more fun feel that the viewers will enjoy. And you can try out a number of royalty-free music websites that give you copyright-free music, or you can just directly go to YouTube Creator Studio and grab royalty-free tracks from there. They have a ton. Step 7 is to add graphic overlays over top of the video if you can. Now, if you can't, then just skip this for now. It's not as important as some of the other things, if I'm being completely honest, but it will certainly increase audience retention and help make your videos look better and more professional. Step 8 is similar, and that's to add B-roll. This is a non-negotiable. The biggest difference between top tier YouTubers, or even good YouTubers that are growing, and novice or hopeful YouTubers, as I like to call them, is B-roll. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's simply overlaid clips that you put on top of your video. These can be pictures, videos that you download from royalty-free websites, or videos that you shoot yourself. For example, if you're talking about the specs of a camera, it's not enough to simply talk about the camera specs. It's much better to actually take some initial video of the camera and then show that as you're talking about it as B-roll. This will obviously increase your audience retention, which, as you can see, is a key theme to creating a viral video. And if you're strapped for ideas on how to find B-roll, two of my favorite sites are Pexels and Unsplash. Both of these websites have thousands of copyright-free images that you can download and thousands of copyright videos as well that you can use in your videos. Finally, step 9 is to add some kind of end screen or some kind of call to action for the viewer to watch another one of your videos at the end of the video. This ties back into viewer binge sessions. If a viewer has watched all the way to the end of your video, that's great, congratulations. But it's even better if they then go on to watch more and more and more videos from your channel. YouTube loves this. And the type of person that's made it to the end of your video not only is more likely to click on another video that you suggest simply because they like you, but also now they're in the market for another video as well, since they just finished yours. So instead of leaving the choice up to them, why not suggest another one of your videos? And that is the 9-step formula to a viral YouTube video.